Mission available. Stego, ready to strike. Welkin, ready to strike. Sky Raider, ready to strike. Tricera, ready to strike. Hurricane, ready to strike. Pilot proceeding on board. Injecting coaxium particles. Pilot sync rate stable. Mind bridge initiated.
Capture and defend the 3 data nodes in the crop sinkhole. Capturing the nodes recovers abnormal mining data in the sinkhole. Recover data before Windrose destroys the mine. Score points by capturing and defending data nodes A, B, and C in the sinkhole. The first squad to reach 1,000 points wins. Now, head to Node A.
Node A activates in 10 seconds.
Wait for Node A to become available. Node A is now available for capture.
Energy low. Insufficient engine output. Shield on. Node A captured. Nodes B and C activated in 10 seconds. Assist. Enemy down. Assist. Node C captured by enemy. Shield. Assist. Energy low. Shield on. Enemy down. Assist. Assist. Shield down. Node
Capturing
B
all 3
captured.
data nodes within the sinkhole is the quickest way to win. Work with your team. Capture and defend the nodes.
Fortress form required shield on. Target out of range. Node A captured by enemy. Target out of range. Enemy down.
We need to capture this node.
Shield down. Energy low. Stabilizing. Node A captured. Capturing data node. Node B captured. Energy low. Stabilizing. Energy low. Shield on. Target out of range. Assist. Shield down. Shield on. Enemy down. Capturing data node. Shield on. Node C captured. Shield on. Node B captured by enemy. Shield down. Shield on. Target out of range. Assist. Shield down. Shield on. Stabilizing. Capturing data node. Insufficient ammo. Enemy down. Shield down. Capturing data node. Shield on. Capturing data node. Node B captured. Victory! Enemy down. Enemy down. Enemy down. MVP.
Tricera's armor isn't just for show.
Now, head out and take care of the next conflict zone. Break a leg.
Welkin, ready to strike. Tricera, ready to strike. Falcon, ready to strike. Hurricane, ready to strike. Pilot proceeding on board. Pilot sync rate stable. Mind bridge initiated.
Dismantle the chloride extractor placed by Thea's Vanguard at the observatory. Extractors will speed up if not dismantled in time, causing contamination. Reach the target number of dismantled units to halt their plan.
Tricera, taking off.
Entering combat zone.
Score points by dismantling the chloride extractors around the observatory. The first squad to reach 8 points
Fire
wins.
control system
Now,
unlocked.
go to point A.
Energy low.
Wait for a chloride extractor to be deployed at point A.
Chloride extractor deployed in 10 seconds.
Large extractor deployed at point A. Dismantle it now.
Enemy down. Chloride extractor deployed in 10 seconds. Enemy down. Chloride extractor deployed.
We have an extractor to dismantle. Now, head to the other drop points and dismantle more chloride extractors.
Insufficient engine output. Dismantling chlorite extractor.
Only 2 chlorite extractors deploy at a time. Dismantle both to take the lead. Remember, working with your squad is the key to success.
Insufficient engine output. Enemy down. Weapon not ready. Chlorite extractor deploys in 10 seconds. Chlorite extractor deployed. Dismantle an enemy. Chlorite extractor deploys in 10 seconds. Enemy down. Assist. Shield down. Chlorite extractor deployed. Shield down. Shield on. Double kill. Shield down. Dismantling chlorite extractor. Stratum shatterer dismantled. Chlorite extractor deploys in 10 seconds. Dismantling chlorite extractor. Dismantling chlorite extractor. Assist! Stratum shatterer dismantled. Chlorite extractor deployed.
We have an extractor to dismantle.
Of range. Chlorite extractor. Assist. Fortress form required. Chlorite extractor deployed.
Have an extractor to dismantle.
Activating ejection sequence. Enemy down. Ready for deployment. Battle ends in 180 seconds. Optimal camo drone will warning. You are leaving the combat zone. Warning. You are leaving the combat zone. Warning. You are leaving the combat zone. Large stratum shatterer dismantled. Assist! Assist! Shield down. Shield on. Chloride extractor deploys in 10 seconds. Chloride extractor deploys in 10 seconds. Chloride extractor deployed.
We have an extractor to dismantle.
Dismantling chloride extractor. Dismantling chloride extractor. Assist! Dismantling chloride extractor. Enemy down and dismantling chloride extractor. Victory! Enemy down. Chloride extractor. Chloride extractor deployed in 10 seconds. Enemy down. Double kill. Chloride extractor deployed in 10 seconds. Enemy down. Enemy down. Enemy down. Dismantling chloride extractor. Chloride extractor dismantled. MVP.
Tricera will always have your back.
The investigation on the Korite from our last Mashmak op is moving slow due to lack of data. It's hard to believe, but one thing's clear. The enemy pilot was rapidly crystallized. But how that striker was able to operate unmanned is still a mystery. We've analyzed the data on Thea's extractors in Mashmak. Those machines were designed to excavate corite from miles underground, exacerbating the pulse storms in Mashmak. Thea is still fixated on Mashmak after their last defeat. We have spotted them regrouping, prepping to drop more extractors. What they're doing is speeding up the spread of corite. The pulse storms in Mashmak are kicking up the corite haze, and the monsoon spreading it across the globe. Livable space is shrinking as we speak. Don't forget, the mining sites are also destroying our world. The exposed crystal areas are growing, and the spread rate is increasing. Our analysis shows if the remaining habitable areas keep getting eaten up, humanity will only have 30 years left, maybe even less. Based on the latest findings from Mashmak, we need to look at corite from a new perspective.
Is the spread a natural disaster, or a silicone-based species trying to take over?
Either way, with enough wit and grit, I'm sure we'll stop this ticking time bomb.